Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Yeah. Welcome to the brand new episode of another City Opinion podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Reed, and my guy is back in the back. My guy Dev is in the back.
Nope.
Yeah. So he's back in the back seat. My man Dev is in the back. But we're gonna start this week's episode with some controversy. Seems like this artist never is one of them artists that just happens no matter what. Controversy follows throughout. Obviously he had the one incident, but controversy seems to follow him throughout his whole career. Let's just talk about everything that's been going on with Chris Brown. Obviously, he caused a stir because he went on a little rant and basically showcased a whole bunch of different, people that also been through certain things and haven't really much got that same amount of controversy as he has for something he did almost, what was it? It happened in 08 or 09? 15, 14, 15. He did something 14, 15 years ago. He feels like that has been a stain on his career ever since. But other famous people have done some shady things, and people don't really talk about it. He posted a couple of white actors, and then obviously the last thing he posted was Blueface and Krishan, and he talked about how people love the entertainment whatever entertainment they get out of Krishan and Blueface thing, but they don't really, they don't treat Blueface how they would treat Chris Brown when it comes to that. That's how he felt, but he was just letting stuff off. But it's something that's been following him because obviously some would say if it wasn't for the controversies, Chris Brown will probably be looked on as in a higher light. But since he has that troubled background, he's not in the spot where he should be. He's kind of hindered because of the controversies. What's your overall thoughts on everything that was going on? And then in the midst of all that, someone tried to accuse him of having thrown and not allowing black girls into his section. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But what's your overall take on everything that's going on with Chris Brown?
So let's start with this. Blueface and Christian is not as big as Chris Brown would ever be.
Understandable. I agree. I definitely agree with that.
So people not going to care. And unfortunately, who he had the altercation with was Rihanna, which is another big star. Right, big celebrity. So unfortunately, this is always gonna stick with him because of who he was, and who she was, and all the other stuff. With that being said, I get what he was saying. We do support and watch and tune in and laugh and joke about Blueface and Christian's issue, and now especially seeing Blueface response to Chris Brown when he's like, "Oh, the cars that I've built dealt with, I'm gonna be a payout for that, and you play the cards that you were dealt with." I think we need to stop entertaining that Christian and Blueface situation, because it is a very bad situation. It's not a healthy situation, and it's not a good one. But I get what Chris Brown's saying. Everybody else is allowed to support pedophiles and all this other stuff in the community, but when it comes to Chris Brown, something he did when he was a teenager, we can't seem to let it go. And I only think it's because it was between him and Rihanna. I think because of that,
No, I definitely agree. I definitely feel like the fact that if it was any other person, not saying it's cool to just brush it away or whatnot, but if it was any other person, I still think because it's Chris Brown, I still think they'll talk about it, but it won't be as hindering as much as it is because how big Rihanna is now. If it was any other person, I just feel like if it's Chris Brown involved, he still would have got some type of flack for it. But since it was Rihanna,
Chris Brown. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, John.
No, I'm good. You can go.
No, what I was saying is again, So Blueface and Christian don't have any claim to fame other than their fight. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, Blueface had Buzz Down Tatiana, you know, a fucking while, a long time ago. Christian, her whole claim to fame is beating bitches up. So all we know of them together is toxicness, I guess. So not to give them any grace, but with Chris Brown and Rihanna in that situation is, I know because a lot of people trying to say like Chris Brown was trying to compare himself to them, and I don't think that's what he was doing. It was like again, because people say like, oh, so you wanted us to accept you and your girl fighting, and I don't think that's what he was saying. He was saying that again, as a young man, 19 at the time, growing up in Hollywood, growing up with the spotlight, making a mistake.
Right.
And there still hasn't been any grace put upon his life in regards to where he is as a father, as a man, as a performer, as an artist, the hurdles he's overcome. And so even with all he's done since then to try to rewrite those wrongs, both claim regards to took accountability for their part in that situation, like, and them forgiving each other at this point, it's still no like we still won't let it go for Chris Brown, whereas we are active participants and in finding enjoyment in the drama between Blueface, Christian, and other people in this social media world we now in and shit. I don't think Chris Brown was saying like, yeah, y'all should just let me beat my bitch in peace too because y'all let Blueface do it. He ain't saying that. He just saying I think it's funny that me being a 30-some-year-old man now, I did something when I was 19, and y'all still won't let me live, even though since then I made gains in becoming a man, and y'all still won't let that go, and y'all hinder me. Because again, there's performances, there's places there's seats that Chris Brown will never be able to sit in because of what he did at 19. Right. Even though the person that was also in that shit takes accountability for their part and they continue to grow, everybody loves Rihanna, and that still hasn't hindered her career. And that still hasn't stopped any of the seats and the places that she go to. Right. And so he's just reflecting like, how can y'all just put this title over me and this shade over me for so long, right? When y'all allow stupid shit like this to actively happen in front of y'all and nobody does anything. Right. We continue to watch the dumpster on fire. We continue to watch the car wreck. But me, I made my incident. I took accountability for my part in that situation. I've grown as a person.
He has 3 kids, two
girls. 2 girls. I'm growing as a man, and still y'all won't let me go. Like y'all still won't let it go. And so that's the biggest issue with this world, because again, we pick and choose when we want to forgive. Like and again, even your record could be clean from every moment forward, and they still gonna be like, nah, but remember when that nigga did this? And we say we want to be forgiving, we forgive people and shit, but at the same token, we use that same old shit that people have done, and they've shown us growth in their lives, and we still like, nah, nigga, you still got this on your jacket. You know what I'm saying? That's the corny part about this shit.
Oh yeah, of course, because and also, Chris Brown not being a white artist also plays a role in it. Because I feel like when white artists or celebrities, actors, whoever they wouldn't be in the same situation. Like they did it, and they sometimes, for the most part, get a clean pass, and it's like they get a second chance to do whatever it is that they're gonna do. And I feel like that also plays a role. But
it's so fucking psychos. There's so many like addicts and people that we fucking love. If we want to pull on everybody's jacket, then we could do so and say this person did that, this person did this, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot more heinous shit that people that we really love in this world, in this entertainment business, have done far worse shit. But again, him being a young black man does play a major part in it. And I'm pretty sure I could pull up a bunch of his white counterparts, and they've done way harsher shit to way harsher people and done shit that's like crazy. And we just like, oh, well, that was so long ago.
Well, let's talk about the other topic where it's he didn't allow the black girls to get into the club and stand next to him or get inside the VIP and stuff like that, where he has now just proven that he did. He has picture of them standing next to him. I think all of this adds on to Chris Brown being,
almost blackballed.
Right. It's the constant he raped me that he had last year that me and Johnny talked about.
Bitch was lying about that.
And it came out her and dropped the charges once they was catching on to her lies.
He showed the text, the screenshot of her
saying it was a good night. It was amazing. Listen, at this point, Chris Brown don't want to do nothing but make music, and I think just like every other artist,
he want to make music, but again, he also want to be revered for the amount of work he put in. Chris Brown is really a talented dude, talking about writing and performing. Like one of the few artists that's actually still performing, not just fucking playing a track and standing in front of a mic and shit, or letting a song play and they just let the crowd play. Chris Brown go up there and put a whole set performance per song.
I
dancing for 45 minutes.
It's true, but what I'm saying to you at this point, and this is why whoever is around Chris Brown, I'm giving them a round of applause because they keep making sure that his name is covered. When that shit happened last year with the rape victim, they had text messages saved in his phone, in his DMs to prove that he did not touch. It wasn't consensual.
It was consensual.
It was consensual sex. This time they made sure that they took pictures of every girl that was in VIP next to him, and the same girl that said she wasn't allowed in is standing literally right next to Chris Brown. And so at this point, it's getting kind of redundant, and I see why he's getting frustrated, and I see why he's getting angry. We didn't even let him perform. Well, they didn't let him perform the Michael Jackson tribute, all because of something he did at 19 years old.
But but then it's the question of, okay, if he keep proving these narratives wrong, they keep saying shit, and he keep debunking these narratives, when do we say, or when does the media, because it's media and people in this world and shit, like without all the constant debunking he does, where people say something and him and his team shit kills the narrative. At what point do we say we keep trying to say shit, people keep trying to say he keep proving it wrong? When are we gonna say, all right, let's stop fucking with Chris, because at this point he's being bullied?
It'll have to be the media,
unfortunately, because the person who he put his hands on and she put his hands on him is Rihanna.
You know what I'm saying? It will have to be the media.
And so because of that.
I feel like at this point, Chris Brown is just tired of he feels like he's an easy target. It's easy to say, oh, he did this or he did that, and most people are dead ass believe it because of what he has in his past. So I think at this point, you know what I'm saying? I think at this point he fights him, but I feel like he's just tired of this shit. And I feel like he probably feels like no matter what he does, anybody can say anything or accuse him of anything, and most people will believe it because of what happened in his past. So it's like people could just like stories like that, false rape accusation. Oh, he ain't allow me, or he ain't allow black women into his section, or whatever they come up with next, and as it keeps going. So I feel like at this point he's just frustrated. He's just letting his frustrations out, because obviously I know it's something he lives with, but it's just unfortunate that it's something that's stuck with him. Because he went through the whole process. It's not like he skipped the process and he went unpunished. He went through, some turbulent years where people, I guess, they kept their distance from him, and he had to go a new route, clean up his character a bit and come back to the game. But I feel like
Right.
I don't know. I understand if it was something he did something and people felt like he escaped the punishment and he didn't get the proper punishment for the thing he did, but I feel like it's over punishment. Like he did it, people thing, and it's like they keep punishing him for something he did in his past. It's like an over punishment.
Right. I agree with that. I think it's not only the media. I think it's people in the industry. I think it's people like Jay-Z who
The gatekeepers, people
Right.
that actually have pull. And again, Jay is one of those people that, unfortunately, he might not talk about Chris Brown, but we know where he stands with Chris Brown.
right.
And so a lot of times, Jay being Jay has a lot of things, like got his name tied to a lot of shit. So whenever I see any musical thing with Jay-Z tied to it, I know Chris Brown ain't gonna be there.
Right.
I know Chris Brown won't be celebrating there because, unfortunately, and again, we've been talking a lot lately about, performances, who deserves a performance at the Super Bowl. We know Jay-Z curates
Right.
the Super Bowl performance,
Right.
him and Tidal. So the Chris Brown performance that we want at Super Bowl probably will never happen,
Which is crazy.
due to the fake reputation he has. And then again, the beef that it seemed as though that Jay-Z has with Chris Brown from what he did at 19,
Right.
that's been forgiven by the partner that was in the situation with him. So it's just like, I'm tired of the Chris Brown slander. The guy is talented. The guy has, again, to me, made strides in trying to be a better person. And that's all I would think is expected from a troubled person who made mistakes in the past.
Right. I would think so.
Well, I wish Breezy the best, and hopefully he gets maybe one day he gets that Super Bowl performance. I definitely think he'll kill the Super Bowl performance if he was ever to get one. I really think it'll be dope. I don't know.
Before you leave, you know how crazy that would be if Chris Brown did a ode to Michael Jackson Super Bowl?
It would be dope, but I think maybe he'll do one tribute record, but I think for the most part he'll probably do his records to really showcase hit like that way.
No, I know, but that's the performance everybody wants from Chris Brown.
We thought we was gonna get it.
Yeah, they really scrapped it.
So to do it on that stage, because again, the halftime show performance, again, as we see the Rihanna shit, more views for the Rihanna performance than the actual fucking Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So on that stage, for Chris Brown to do something like that, people will go crazy. Yes, people love to see Chris Brown perform, period. But if he had the opportunity to do a Michael Jackson tribute at the Super Bowl, legendary shit.
No, definitely be, man. Speaking of legendary shit, this 72-year-old woman and her husband stole $574K from the church to go on vacation and to the casinos and run it up. They got caught.
You said who?
A 72-year-old woman from Indiana. She worked for the church. She stole $574,000 from the church for her and her husband to go on vacations and to the casino and to bet that money up in hopes of flipping that money.
Oh, that's an elevator straight to hell.
Word.
An elevator.
She was trying to double God's money.
Basically.
If she hits, she's gonna.
Yeah, she hit.
Like,
She's gonna run with all that.
She like, God, look, if you love me, you gonna multiply these dollars.
Right. She's like, I'll give it back to the church.
Right, I'm gonna give it back.
And you know what she was doing? She thought she was smart. She's been doing it for 13 years, so she's been like just taking a little money and just putting it to her account. So she'll take some of the money and just throw it to her account. So for 13 years, from 2008 to 2021, she transferred all those funds into her account. She thought she was sneaky. She thought she was sneaky. She was like, I'm gonna just throw 10K in my shit. You said what, Dad?
She worked for Joel. She got a mega church. Joel.
Oh no. Joel's in. I think he's in Texas. I know who you're talking about. Joel's in Texas.
You know,
He's talking about if it's a big church like that.
Access to such a large amount of money.
I know our church don't have that large amount of money.
It looked like a medium-sized church.
Right. So with that being said, medium-sized church.
I mean, they got some faithful tithers right there, some faithful worshipers in that church. Amen to them, but it just messed up. She tried, I guess. She was doing.
What kind of mindset though you need to have?
Work.
No, that's not even. What kind of mindset do you go into the church and be like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to take a little bit off the offering.
Right.
You know what's the crazy part? They call her for the thing, but they said she's been doing it since 2004. So she got 4 years of funds that they don't know how much she took in those 4 years.
But I bet you they got a new roof, though. They got a new air conditioner. It was all because of Sister Sarah was up in there flipping that dollar for them.
I'm not gonna lie, that the church really looked regular compared to the church you was just talking about, the Joel guy. This church looked regular.
She brought them a new air conditioner. She paid for that child care.
All I'm saying was, don't they do like? Because I know a lot of churches at the end of the year they do reports.
Yeah, they do. It's a business at the end of the day, so they do kind of accounting to count money.
She's the one who's managing the funds.
She was the accountant for the church.
Yeah.
This don't look like no regular ass church. This is like a freaking school.
It's a church school. That's what it said.
Man, look how big it is towards the back. That church is deep. They was getting money over there.
Oh no, bro.
Epstein size, but Osteen size, but that's a nice size church there.
It is. I don't know what Johnny talking about.
John need to come to the Bronx and see a regular church.
Right.
I've been to your church. I've been to your church before. Dad forgot when he shot the music video. He made me go there early. I sat in the church session with y'all.
Oh yeah, we did. But that's church.
I was in there for like
ain't nowhere compared to that.
Well, that obviously the church in this picture is bigger. Yes. You said I need church.
Man, that church she go to making money.
Oh, it's
they getting bread over there. So she was like, she probably was an accountant. She was the accountant for the church. She was taking a little bit off the top, trying to, double God's money. Right.
She is mad. She got caught because she was on leave, and her replacement, her temporary replacement, seen the numbers.
And she caught on that fast, and you dumbass.
She was obvious. She was doing obvious stuff, but because she was the only person looking at it,
they just took her word for it. Basically, they just took her word for it. Like they were supposed to get like 700,000 back, and she saw, here's just 565,000. Oh, we didn't get 700. This is how much they gave. This is how much they gave. They lied. They didn't give us that much fun.
It's like it's all about how you set up the question. Like they go over the books. She be like, God blessed us. We made 60,000 this month. Right. Low key, they made 95. Right. because of the way you say it. Oh my God, God blessed us. We made 65,000 this month. So people gonna be like, oh my God, 65,000. God bless. Amen. That's nice money. Low key, she done skimmed 30 off the top.
Right.
Yeah, she's running a good business, man. She ran a good business.
You were doing it for the Lord.
She should have did better. She should have planned better when she went for leave, but she was sentenced to 2 years in prison.
I wonder
2 years old.
I wonder how much did she make from betting? Like,
who only knows? She's at the casino.
So if she was at the casinos making money and she was putting it back in the church, they need to let her out.
Oh, if she was smart and did that, like she made some extra money and she put some money back.
That is not good money. Because gambling money is not good money, and you cannot put that.
You can't put that in.
Man, the church is taking that money.
Y'all both trying to go to 8.
Man, I want some gambling money, and I put that in the donation basket. The church is taking it. They're gonna tell me.
Right,
oh my God, let me pray.
John said once you give it to God, then the money's free.
No, that's not.
Yeah. If I flip I do $100 bet. If I flip $100 bet, and I get
Johnny, y'all say no. Y'all saying the drug dealer could go sell drugs, get that money for the drugs, and put it back in the church. And
he could do that. Yeah, for his conscience, yeah, he could do that. He poisoned the streets, but he want God to look at him in a better light.
Yeah,
if you think about it like this, the people in medicine, right? The medical field, the medicine. If a doctor puts his money, but they selling these drugs that's getting people sick and getting addicted, but he takes that money to tide, ain't that the same thing?
Right. It's not all money is good money.
That is true. But is the church gonna still take that money? Yes, they are.
Of course the church is gonna take it because they're gonna feed it.
That doesn't
make because they're using the money for the right reason.
No, that's not how it works. That is not just because you say they're using it for a good reason does not make the money clean.
I think God sees the good in people.
Okay. All right.
The God I know sees the good in people.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And she got people
but she got 2 years, man.
I think God would accept her because God forgives all the time. We all know this. God gonna forgive that woman. And if it's spent giving back to his people, I see God forgiving it. God forgives everything. Do you not know that?
All right.
God bless that sister. Hopefully her time is light. Hopefully she sees the error in her ways. And hope she pray on it. Look, she gotta get right with God.
She will.
She gotta look, who are we to judge? We ain't no place to judge. It's God. God's the only person that can judge. She can take it to God. If God accepts her, if God forgives us or forgive her, who are we to judge? That's what I'm saying.
But we'll leave Miss Carson alone. Let's talk about.
Hey, church, say
amen. Amen. You're right. Amen. Praise Miss Carson. Amen.
Oh, you know, amen. Right?
That's crazy. But now she got caught with her hand in cookie jar. She should have just moved better. But now let's talk about another female. K. Michelle says she has been through, what was it, 100 assisted?
John tried to get canceled. He said, in 2023?
He was right. A female got a uterus. The bitch has a uterus, you a female. Go ahead, John.
Ooh, y'all talking spicy in this inclusive world we live in.
Don't worry.
Go ahead, John. The woman, K. Michelle.
I'm saying we got more on that later in the pod. But speaking of K. Michelle,
we got more on the natural woman.
We'll get to that. That's gonna ruffle some feathers. But K Michelle, she said she's been through what 100 assistants, and then she talked about how one basically they were sitting at a dinner table and one was just like comfortable enough to talk to her about her drug use, and she basically says how she has a hard time getting an assistant for. Ooh,
See, but this is what I don't like about.
Oh. You got it. The floor's yours, Bree. What happened?
Oh, man. Leave it now. K Michelle, if you ever watch Love and Hip Hop, and if you ever seen K Michelle is just a handful. She's
a mess.
Who you are attracts, right? I always believe that. So who you are as a person attracts who you are, who's around you.
Shit begets more shit.
That's why Devin attracts y'all weirdos as friends because and so who you are attracts who you have around you, right? So I just listen. Her first assistant was on Love and Hip Hop. And she caught her stealing from her. Now she's saying this one is a cocaine. And one of them couldn't even put up a TV. Now I want to make something very clear. If you are a superstar and I work for you, I ain't putting up no fucking TV either. You better call the fucking what those Best Buy guys called geniuses.
Geek Squad.
Why am I putting up
Geek Squad?
Right. Yeah, the Geek Squad. Why am I putting up your TV? That doesn't even make like K Michelle be. If you listen to her closely, she sounds like she acts for the dumbest and stupidest shit.
They can get upset with me for not knowing how to do so. Like she'll get a motherfucker who's been hired to be a personal assistant, answer calls, do basic labor, go get my food, go get my laundry, answer my phones, keep my schedule. Right. Then she'll be like, yo, can you change my tire? And the motherfucker's like, I don't know how to change brakes. I don't know how to change the tire.
Oh, you fired.
Yeah, you dumb motherfucker. You fired. It's like,
bitch, you know how to put a tire.
Right, like, what are you talking about?
I was gonna say in that way, it's like, but you gotta know, I guess it's a simple job of personal assistant, but that word personal being there, so I feel like some people that do hire personal assistant.
I watched the Kardashians, and they have different people for different things. Okay.
Yeah. Remember, Kardashians get a different type of money. They could pay different people for different things. Not everybody getting Kardashian money.
Then if you can't afford different people for different things, then you shouldn't hire a personal assistant. That means you ain't got money.
No,
and to be honest with you, K Michelle hasn't done music. K Michelle hasn't done music, hasn't done shit for her to need a personal. Ain't nobody looking for K Michelle. No offense.
I can't speak on that, but I'm pretty sure she still has a thing.
I'm telling you, nobody's looking for K Michelle.
Again, I don't know. I don't listen to K Michelle. I don't like her face currently. Her face currently is weird to me.
Now you judging women.
So I'm judging solely her face. I ain't say sex. I just said that face on K Michelle, I don't agree with. All right. Now, when it comes to having a personal assistant, there is limitations to what you should expect from them. Again, you're not going to expect your personal assistant to be your accountant. You ain't going to expect your personal assistant to be your manager because that's out of the range of their job, their duties, and their expertise.
Right.
So it's kind of dumb and counterproductive if I have a personal assistant and I tell them, hey, I need you to, do my laundry, do basic household stuff. But every now and then, you might have to do my taxes for me. every now and then you might have to fix my washer and dryer.
Right.
Like, that's dumb as hell. Why would you hire somebody expecting them to do things that you know is out of the realm of their expertise, and then be upset that they don't know how to do what they've never been trained to do? It's idiotic.
No, I understand that point, but some people feel like once you get that tab onto you, some things I need you to do. You better be able to do it. Not on to the next. But I do agree. It's like,
I just can't stand K Michelle's ass. I really can't. I think she thinks she's better than a lot of singers in the industry, and she can sing them and under the stage, and she's better than them. But your attitude, your character, how you carry yourself has made you not one of the legends. I'm sorry, it just hasn't.
Again, nobody wants to work with her due to her being labeled as difficult, her being labeled as diva in the negative sense, not the good diva like Beyonce, like boss.
Or Rihanna.
Yeah, or Rihanna. When you think of divas, you say they boss, they queens, they
right.
They handling their business, they demand respect. Like, that's the true meaning of the diva. Her, when I'm a diva, that means you just an annoying bitch. That means you hard to work with.
Right. She's been dropped for 5 labels. How do we know she's telling the truth? How do we know these 200 assistants haven't quit from her? She's annoying. She's
a good
mean.
portion of them probably did quit. If she's going through assistance like that, probably a good portion.
We don't know.
But again, you fire people. Of course, if you got a bakery and you keep hiring motherfuckers that work at Walmart, of course you're gonna keep firing them. You hiring people that don't have the skill to do the job.
Right.
So of course, like, bitch, you just bad at recruiting.
That too.
Bitch, you bad at hiring. If you constantly got a high turnover of staff in any other industry, as a manager, if your staff keeps turning over, people look at you like, what is wrong with your managing staff? What is about the practices in your business?
Right.
So as an artist, if you keep turning over on personal assistants, 200 or whatever the number is, what's the number of assistants she had?
200.
So I thought it was 100. 100, 200, 300, 1,000.
Yeah, it don't matter. If you keep turning over people that you work with, you turning over on labels, you turning over on management.
It's 100 assistants.
100 assistants. 100 assistants, 20 managers, 8 labels. You're starting to look at the business practice of that person. Because why is it that you got such a high turnover? You fucked up. And it's as simple as that.
But that's what I said in the group. I'm like, in the group chat, I'm like, at some point, it's not the assistants. It has to be her. It has to be.
But
if you telling me of a company had a company is a revolving door, we don't start blaming the people that left that company. We start to look at the company and go, what the fuck is going on over there that you guys cannot keep employees?
Exactly.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying to you? The job I'm at now, the doctor had people there since they were 19. They just recently left because they now in their 40s or 50s. And at some point it's like, okay, I have to retire. Right. But again, he has people there that's been there for years. Then my job before this one, it was a revolving door. There was somebody new every week. Again, do we look at the people who's leaving, or do we look at the company and say, what the fuck?
Right.
So at some point, yes, K Michelle can say, one asked me if we were doing coke, and the other one, she probably thought you was a cokehead from the way you behaved on TV.
Right.
So in her mind, she's like, yo, she has to do coke.
She's like, yo, you like the party? You like the party.
Right. like, there's no way that you was acting like that on TV. Insane. No fucking way. You had to be. Listen. I don't care. She the problem. I'm not.
That's a crazy thing. Like, I don't think people just automatically assume people do coke. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, oh yeah, this person does coke. It's a
Johnny. If you haven't seen her on Love and Hip Hop, you don't know what I'm talking about. On Love and Hip Hop, she.
Oh no, I'm not. No. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying how crazy it is for someone to assume someone does that. I'm just saying that's something like for the most part, you can assume somebody drinks. Like you can assume someone drinks alcohol, even though not everybody drinks. But that's something you could be like, oh yeah, you definitely this person. I know you drink. You could be wrong, but it's like a more calmer assumption. But to be like, yo, I know you do coke. That's a leap. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a leap.
Specific.
You said what?
That's too specific. Somebody be like, oh, you do coke? Like something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's too specific. It's like you witness something, heard something, or you know something. Exactly. That's why you say that.
Like something about your mannerism or something they seen you do, cokehead with the, the stuffed nose shit, and she probably like, oh, you like the party? And now you offended because you really do like the party, but you ain't want her to know.
Interesting stuff, man. But we're gonna leave K Michelle alone, and we're gonna take it to New York. No, our city could be fun, crazy for the most part, but our city could be fun and funny sometimes. So New York basically banned if your dog can't fit in the bag, your dog can't. You said what, Brie?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? If your dog can't fit in the bag, you can't bring the dog on the train. So with the news of that being said, and for the most part, most people that travel in New York, use public transportation. Like New York has the best public transportation out of all the states. So that's why most people just take the train everywhere. Most people don't, obviously there's people that drive in New York, but most people I'm gonna just take the train because the train will literally get you wherever you need to get to in the city. So you don't want to take your dog to the vet, or you want to take your dog to a dog park that you know about. You most likely you don't got a car, you're gonna jump on the train. But apparently they don't fit in the bag. You can't take them on the train. But New York City residents decided.
That's always been a rule.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it just ruled it. No, they just ruled it.
John, it's always been a rule. My dad told me it's always been a rule.
Well, why are they making a big thing now? Because
now they bringing bigger dogs like pit bulls and Rottweilers onto the train. I just jumped onto the train and buses, and now it's becoming an issue because these dogs are barking and scaring the kids and scaring the adults. But my dad said it's always been a rule. He would not let people onto the bus if the dog could not fit in a bag.
So they enforcing it harder or something?
Right. Now they enforcing it more because it's the dogs are getting bigger and it's becoming more dangerous. Right. It's becoming more dangerous for these big dogs to be on the trains. They're not trying to stop these little dogs. The little dogs don't really do nothing. It's these huge big dogs that.
What's crazy is the big dogs be the ones that be calm. It be them little motherfucking dogs that be annoying people. It be the little ones that's on there going crazy and shit. The big dogs, most of the time I see people with big ass dogs, they take up space. If anything, they're inconvenienced because they're huge, and then you don't want to get next to the big dog. So you try to keep your space away from the big dog. And they big as hell. One time, I think we was on the train. We saw a lady had a big ass dog,
right?
The Asian lady, and they had the big ass dog laid across the fucking seat and shit. So it's like, yeah, they're inconvenient, but the big dogs usually less bothersome than the small dogs.
All I'm saying is, it's been a rule. They just now enforcing it, but
how about they enforce bums from shitting on the train and making the cart their house? How about they enforce that? How about they enforce stopping the bums from threatening people and fucking saying they gonna shit and piss on people? Enforce that shit. I don't care about them damn dogs.
But these bums got nowhere to live. That's not nice.
These dogs, a lot of these dogs be rescue dogs. So they ain't had nowhere to live.
Right,
They got a home.
if you have a paper or in your phone where this is not a regular dog, if it's a service dog.
Most dogs now are emotional support. Most people have fucking emotional issues. So if I got a service emotional dog, leave me the fuck alone. And I don't even like dogs. But I'd rather deal with a dog than a bum.
Oh my god.
It's like, where you going with this? It's not.
I'd rather see a bum on the a dog on the train than a shitty bum. Fuck that. Give me put a Great Dane on the bus. Put a Great Dane on the train over a fucking bum pissing in the corner.
Oh my god.
Or making a fort on one half of the train. And the train
don't have nowhere to
got
go.
the whole train reeking and shit.
You sound dumb. They got nowhere to go.
Yeah, but they be having the train smell like dog sex.
So most of these white people, see what you about to make me say.
White people smell like dog, but it gotta rain first, if that's what you're gonna say. So
well, we're gonna leave.
I ain't mad at leave the dogs alone.
We're gonna leave the dogs.
Up with dogs, down with bums. Let's start the chat, John. Down with bums. Down with bums. Down with
John. You already canceled for saying that we can take the church money and gamble it.
Oh, I didn't say I was taking no church money. I'm just saying the church is going to take that money. I said I wasn't going to take. I just said the church. I was saying. I think there was a misunderstanding in that part. I was basically saying if I was to gamble. I was talking about my own money. I'm not taking money from. I'm talking about my own money, gamble it, and flip it to something and want to donate to the church. Church will take it. If I was to take the church money, put it back, and get a little extra for me, and I could donate to the church, and I donate to the church, and still take that money. Jesus loves all his kids.
Down with bums. Down with bums.
But we are gonna leave.
Yes, John. Change the subject real quick because your boy over here about to be cancel culture.
But we're gonna leave New York and we're gonna go to Atlanta where Tyler Perry donated $2.75 million to help Atlanta low-income seniors keep their homes. Dope.
That's dope. That's fire. I mean, Tyler Perry's like the unsung mayor of Atlanta now and shit. Like,
yeah, like they might as well just give that fucking shit to Tyler Perry.
Right. Rename Atlanta to Tyler Perry.
So
I'm even mad at it. You know what? I'm even mad at it. Like Tyler Perry owns freaking Atlanta. Nobody comes in and out without Tyler Perry giving the okay. He's like the godfather of Atlanta.
You gotta check in with Tyler Perry.
Yo, you gotta check in with him. There's a video that
Yo, Tyler Perry like, don't nobody come to the city unless
there's a video, and I meant to send it to the group where she what's her name that she's married to Prince Harry and shit. What's her name?
Meghan Markle.
Right. She trying to leave Atlanta and she didn't tell Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry called the jet and was like, "Don't let her get on. What's going on? She gotta tell me where she going." And he got so much backlash for it. But it's like, Tyler Perry is that nigga. You gotta tell him when you leaving, when you coming in. You using the private jet. You gotta tell him, you want to have a meeting with Oprah. It's like they sit down like the mob, they sit down and
so that's
Tyler Perry's ring.
Here's the $2.75 million will cover the back property taxes for 300. So for 300 homes, he's helping basically 300 homes with. That's how much money. Like this money is basically helping 300 homes basically keep their homes. So 300.
The crazy thing is he keep buying up in Atlanta. In the next 10 years, like he's gonna be majority landowner.
Right.
In Atlanta, like
but the only thing that scares me about this is that whenever a black man starts to do this,
they're gonna find something.
Tyler Perry now gonna have women come out of the works.
Yeah, the scandal's gonna show.
Right, saying that he touched them and he did this because he's buying up a lot of land, and he's just not. The thing about it is that he's just not buying it; he's building on it.
Right.
And when he's building on it, he's building with the intention to sell to Black people.
Right.
And when you start to do shit like that, man, it's
like the true definition of buying the
you start moving
Right.
like that. Somebody's definitely coming to check in and tap you on the shoulder, like, "Yo, can we have this conversation real quick?" You know, powers that be is gonna come.
You're doing too much.
They're gonna come
Yeah,
see him.
like,
Unfortunately, wish him the
yeah.
best with it, but unfortunately, powers that be is definitely gonna come see him about, like, "Yo, you could chill for a little bit. You don't gotta
Buying
do
this
too much."
land.
right.
He's buying this land.
He owns most of BT.
Yeah, and putting Black businesses on these land.
Right.
It's like, okay, it was cute. You had your little studio, but now you're doing too much.
Right.
And again, at the rate that he's going, he continues to buy land, just buy more land in Atlanta and surrounding Georgia.
Right.
Like at some point, if they allow it, he gonna own most of Atlanta. And I know that's scary for Big Brother now.
Shit, I love it.
But
shout out to him.
Yeah, but
shout out to him. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, he's doing this thing, man. Shout out to Medea.
Shout out to Medea.
Fucking cancer.
But what was I saying?
Yo,
now
you
we're gonna
said a
talk.
lot of shit on this show.
What? You said
Huh?
what? You said now? What's this?
I'm in the back. Nobody care about me. I'm in the back.
Yeah, but for our usual fans of the C2 network, they know your voice and who you are. All you gotta do is watch another show.
He was already last week.
Nah.
As I said, he was on last week.
Nah, I ain't the same person.
But
Yo,
we're about to speak. Oh, now we're gonna speak on Rihanna. We spoke about her briefly earlier in the pod, but overall, she has been getting some positive, also negative feedback for her Super Bowl performance. You know, it's been a mixture. But then she had a photo shoot that came out with her and A$AP Rocky and their child. And it seems to ruffle a couple of feathers because she called her child and A$AP Rocky both fine. But it's mainly because she called her child fine.
well, my child is fine as fuck. And if you don't like, as a mother, me putting positivity and confidence in my child that I fucking birthed, y'all can all kiss my ass. My child is fine as fuck. The dimples on one side of his face is fine as fuck.
Yeah, because that's the only reason why it's unfortunate because we live in such a predatorial world where everybody creepy as hell that a mother or a man or whatever can say, my child is good looking. Like, I'm going to speak this into my child. I'm going to let my child know from the jump. You are attractive in many ways than one.
Right.
And so you got to speak those affirmations into your kid, even when you think they don't hear it.
Right.
Even if you think it's too young for them to understand, you got to speak that shit. So for her to be like, yes, my man is fine. My baby is fine. We some fine motherfuckers collectively. Yeah.
No, I definitely feel like I felt like there was definitely reason with that. It's just, you know, at a certain point, it's just nitpicking. Like, I just want to thing. You know, she's talking positive.
Also, she pro Ye, so you know they ain't gonna fuck with that.
She is, but I haven't really heard her speak about it yet. She hasn't really spoken on it in a while, so.
Yeah, but her performance, although it wasn't directly, she stated that it was loosely inspired by Ye.
Yep.
I could tell by those red, by that red suit and the white white tampons. I was like, it made sense to me. It made sense. I was like, you know what? This is like a Kanye West performance, right? It looked like one of those Kanye West runways.
Because again, she said it reminded her of one of her favorite. What was that shit? This concert, it was the glow in the dark concert when he was above everybody. Mm-hmm. He had the floating stage. that concert, I think that's when Pablo dropped. Like around that time.
Johnny gonna act like he don't know what concert you talking about. Johnny was in the crowd.
Right, John was there.
I was definitely not there. I can't.
You can't go without.
Yeah, when they were creating the idea, she said that Pablo, the Glow in the Dark concert, was in her mind when they were putting together that.
Listen, the disrespect that Rihanna got after this, let's cut it out. They counting how many days how many months she's pregnant, and you bitches can't even afford the first baby y'all have, and y'all number 6.
What you mean they count today?
Oh, so it's coming down now, like they saying that she's disgusting because her baby's only like, I think like 6-7 months that she's pregnant again, so she didn't wait the 6 weeks, and this and that. She's disgusting. You bitches can't even afford baby number 1. You're on number 6. Leave her alone. She could afford 10 babies back to back to back to back. Who are you? Yeah, y'all want to y'all was looking for an album. Now y'all find out she's pregnant again. Now y'all want to ruin her name.
Yeah, and y'all got 2 babies, not even a year apart from 2 different niggas.
Right, and then y'all want to drag her name through the dirt. The performances to you wasn't good. Now she calling her baby fine. Fuck that.
The crazy thing, people complain about the performance, but that whole dance is viral right now. You don't see everybody doing the little walk thing that she did, like
with the little butt thing. Yeah, she like jerks,
and the guy goes on the ground, and everybody doing that shit now. So it's like,
I'm telling y'all right now, my son is fucking fine. Okay, he is fine. I might have to fight some bitches, but my son is fine. That's what it is. Oh God, John. That's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. Y'all don't like it? Kiss my ass. Kiss Rihanna's ass. You think she give a fuck that you niggas who not worth 2 pennies of what she's worth? Talking about she can't call her son fine. Man, have you not seen that little boy? He is the cutest little thing ever. Listen, I'm so mad she didn't show us him earlier.
No, yeah, I think it was definitely a reach, but I think also what Dev like this, what he said to start is the unfortunate effects of all the predatorial stuff that's going on in this world. But no, I still think people are reaching, but I'm just saying it's just the unfortunate effects of all that creepy predatorial stuff that's taking place. It gives like people I don't know. The word it's not popping in my head, but like when you hear certain words, people just like
Again, shout out to Rihanna, shout out to our family, man.
Yeah, shout out to them.
It was Vogue, right?
I believe so. It was Vogue, yeah.
Yeah, Rihanna looked good, the kid looked good, A$AP Rocky looking like a proud baby mama. They all look good as a family and stuff. You know?
I thought she looked beautiful. I thought she was glowing.
I thought A$AP Rocky looking beautiful. He had his ponytail and his halter top on.
I mean, he's always had, his ponytail and his leather vest on.
Exactly.
So it's nothing new for him. But I'm saying I thought Rihanna looked beautiful. I thought their way of showing their baby to the world was a beautiful way.
I just like fly families. Like he fly.
You want to wear a leather?
I won't do. We fly in our own way. I'm just
Johnny. When you see our family picture and you see Devin in a leather vest, just remember
with my chest out,
with his chest out and his hair in a ponytail. Too. Just remember we paying homage to
Riri and A$AP. I'm just saying, they fly, he fly, she fly. Baby gonna be fly. It's like Tiana and
I don't know his name.
Amon. You know what I'm saying? Like they fly, they both fly, and they kids be fly as hell. Like
right, Amon has called his girls the most gorgeous things ever.
Yeah, so he a creep if he call his daughter beautiful. Like you got to speak that affirmation into your kids from young, from the womb. You speak that shit to your kids. They can hear whether we know it or not. All because all y'all some fucking freaks out here. Don't think
parents. My son is fine.
Yeah, don't take that. Don't put that smut on parents trying to speak positive affirmations in their kids.
Right.
Y'all creepy ass.
I definitely agree with that saying, but this is the price of being in the limelight. You can't, something you're always gonna do is always gonna bother somebody, and it could be the lightest thing. It could be the most people reaching for stars, and still gonna offend someone. This is the time.
But now this makes sense on why Rihanna didn't want to share her kid. This makes sense now. Because you motherfuckers don't know just how to be happy for somebody, whether they're a star or not. You motherfuckers just don't know how to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Just to say, yo, Rihanna, congrats. You got to go on the internet and try to tear her down for
loving up her child.
Right. Come on. This is why she kept it motherfucking quiet. It makes sense.
It definitely does. Well, we're gonna get into social media. You know, we kind of talked a little social media because social media played a role in the topic we just talked about. We're gonna get more into social media. Mark Zuckerberg unveiled Meta Verified. So basically, it's gonna be a subscription platform.
What?
Now, my bad. My little dog started barking. I didn't want that in the background. But Mark Zuckerberg unveiled Meta Verified.
What the hell is going on?
No, my dog was barking. I didn't want to get caught into the episode. So I had to mute myself for a couple of seconds.
You get to like this.
But dog's not barking. But again, Mark Zuckerberg. Meta Verified is a subscription where you get the bundle and you get blue checks. Or if you have a government ID, you have a government ID.
Who the fuck? We are potted. Who the fuck is that? Yo, this is real life. Who the fuck is that?
What's in the mirror?
Oh, I was saying, like, I was just gonna come in here and take your charger real quick, but
that's Troy, dumbass.
Troy, I'ma slap the shit out of you.
No, I wanted y'all to keep going without acting like I was there.
Nigga, you like the biggest blue Barney coming through the fucking mirror. What the?
Yeah, you can see through the mirror. As I say,
light blue fucking sweater on in the mirror, looking like the Green Reaper.
I apologize for the interruption.
See the Crip Reaper. Big cuz in here. That's big cuz.
All right.
Johnny,
Hey, I had to do the Mark Zuckerberg thing again. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta Verified.
Johnny, keep that shit.
If you want to, I will. But okay, so basically, if you have a government ID and you pay a subscription, it's either $11.99 or $14.99. It'll be a bundle, and you get the blue check on your Facebook and your IG. Y'all like it or you don't like it? Basically, they want to. You said what?
What's the point of that? What does that do for you? What does that award you? Besides status?
No, you get unlimited. You get unlimited stuff. So like you get to be unlimited in certain areas and stuff like that.
What you mean?
So I read up on it, right? So it's like, you know how like Ready Player One, when you put like when you buy stuff and buy money and stuff like that, if you get a certain package, you don't have to buy certain things. It's automatically free to you because it comes within that package. So you get to do more in the meta life.
That's your corner.
Also,
if you think about it,
no, I say it's also part of they say they feel it will help content creators because it's like if you putting a product out, it's like, oh, this person has a blue check, let me check it out, because there's still, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of people with blue checks that we have no idea who they are or what they do.
No, they said that too, but I'm just saying the price does get you into certain places so that you can play certain games and certain things like that.
Oh, that's an added aspect of it, but so overall, yeah, for the subscription.
Hell no, you know how much that fucking Meta shit is? The goggles and the fucking.
Oh yeah, that shit costs a lot of money.
That shit's almost $500-600.
That's what I'm saying. But if you get the subscription, you just do the Facebook IG and you get the blue checks, it would be good.
But that's not the point of Meta. The point of the Meta world is to go in there and be like Ready Player One, where you in a different, different world and a different. How do you say that?
No, you're right. It's virtual reality. The virtual reality.
You in a different place. You can be anybody and anything. That's the whole point of it. It ain't for you to be having a blue check. Fuck, I could go pay for people to follow me. People to follow me on Instagram and get that blue motherfucking check. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but some people, but that's the whole point of a blue check. When people see that blue check, it's like a
It's a
sign
status.
of legitness. Like, oh, this person's legit, no matter what
Yeah.
your plan is. It's like someone comes to you with a blue check,
Yeah,
and you're most likely gonna believe. But
again, it's a status symbol. The only thing is, blue check used to be based on actual status. It seems like now you can purchase the blue check, which takes away from the actual growing of an
Right.
audience. It's like, yeah, you might, once you see me, then you might stay now. But generally, you grow
Right.
and gain an audience, which leads to you getting a blue check.
Right.
So now there's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers finding ways to purchase them a blue check when they ain't really got
Right.
shit going on or anything worth bringing an audience to.
Right.
But Zuckerberg is a billionaire. You can't tell billionaires how to be billionaires. He's gonna make some money. So other than that, hey,
that said, culture capsule gonna get their blue check the old fashioned way. We're gonna build up and just get it the old fashioned way. We're gonna build our likeliness and go that way.
We're gonna purchase ours too. We're gonna skip the line like everybody else. We're gonna purchase our shit just like everybody else. We're gonna skip the line.
So we're gonna skip the line, but it's something interesting to look like. Twitter was the first ones that said they was gonna do it, and it looked like another company. Elon Musk said he was gonna do it for Twitter.
I'll get back to you.
Elon Musk did it for Twitter. Now another social media company is following suit. Let's talk Mickey D's. Mickey D's plant-based nuggets. Y'all trying it or not?
We don't even eat fucking regular McDonald's. Chicken bakes nuggets. So like, I ain't gonna eat the plant based. What that shit gonna be? What plant they gonna use? Fucking grass from the local park.
Grass from the local park.
Who gonna eat like you? And first off, who going to McDonald's for trying to be healthy? Like, ain't nobody going. I'm here in McDonald's because I know this shit is not good for me, but I like how it tastes. I'm not going. Nobody ain't going to McDonald's for some fucking healthy food. Like, that makes no sense. That's like fucking. I'm gonna go to the slaughterhouse looking for veggies.
Yeah, it's gonna be made with peas, wheat, and corn.
Nobody buying that shit. That shit gonna last a couple of weeks, and that shit gonna be going off that menu. They better out bringing them spicy chicken nuggets back.
Yeah, pop. I'm loving it, man. Mickey D's, man. I know it ain't healthy for you, but you gotta have Mickey D's every day.
You still eat McDonald's?
Yeah, you was just eating it all the time.
I haven't had McDonald's like a few weeks. It's been like probably a couple months since I last had McDonald's.
Disgusting.
He lying. Shit a couple weeks ago.
Nah, you talking about when I got the shit for the toy when they was doing the toy. That was a couple months ago.
I don't know. That was a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah, that was when they had that.
The shit. That was like November, October, possibly December, somewhere in that range. I'm gonna say October though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love me some McDonald's, but I know that's something I can't eat every day because I'm gonna be like homie from Super Size Me. So I eat it every now and then.
No, man.
Then beats the good old $1 McDouble. 2 McDoubles.
Nobody's going to McDonald's for no healthy nuggets. Motherfuckers going in there for that processed meat, that microwave nuggets that they be making.
I'm about to get that for Dory then.
Man, Dory going.
Man, McDonald's trying to clean their image up, man. That's all. They're trying to clean their image up.
Nah, I don't even believe in cleaning that image up when you're a nasty fucking company. Like, we accepted you for who you are. Like, we know this is disgusting. We know this ain't good for us, but that's why we come here. We understand that. We are willing participants in this nastiness. So therefore,
Mickey D's, man. Shit, I might try to get some Mickey D's sometime this week. I haven't had that in a minute.
Okay.
I need me some McDouble.
We're gonna all try it. Johnny gonna try it.
I'll try it.
We gonna try it. We gonna try it. We're gonna all eat the plant-based. Dorian gonna try the plant-based vegetable chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Don't look at me like that.
I'm gonna try the Cardi B and Offset meal before I try the plant-based nuggets.
And then while we there, we're gonna try the Cardi B.
You know what I hate about, since you brought this up, I hate these dumbass meals.
What dumbass meal?
The Cardi B, the Saweetie, the Travis Scott, all these shit ain't nothing. It's what's on the menu already.
No, Cardi B's is not what's on the menu.
It is. It's a regular cheeseburger and a quarter pounder together.
Right. It's not on the menu.
They both on the menu. Like, it ain't like it's a special type of burger.
With orange soda though. I mean,
another thing that's on a fucking menu. Like, I don't get it. It's dumb.
Because of the commercial.
I see people like amazed by a celebrity, so they go buy anything and shit. But she already had a meal once before.
She did. But are we not gonna go get the Cardi B McDonald's menu?
No, I'm not getting nothing but Dorian's 6-piece Happy Meal.
Plant-based.
I said 6-piece Happy Meal. I didn't say whether it was chicken or plant-based.
Oh,
That's the only time I'm going to McDonald's. I don't buy nothing else.
We gonna try that Cardi B's McDonald's.
Your Dev said we're gonna keep, when it comes to McDonald's, we're gonna keep it natural. And that's how we're gonna jump into our next topic.
Yeah.
It seems like we have some controversy because of an Aretha Franklin record has, a record that she did many years ago is ruffling some feathers, and people feel.
2023.
Yeah, we're in 2023, so you know how that go. But apparently, this record, is, I guess,
1968. It came out in 1968.
That's when my mom was born.
God damn, 1968. That's crazy.
40-some years ago.
Is that 40 something? Mommy's 60.
When she born in 68? No, it is. It is up there. It is. You're right.
Yeah,
yes. Right. It's 60-some years.
68, yeah. Nah, it's like, no. That's a lot of years. I want to say, ain't that like, yeah, 60, what is 60?
So, again, who's upset, John? Tell me, who's upset?
No, I was about to fuck up. The people who feel like it's not, the record is non-inclusive, so they feel like there's more than, they feel like calling a woman a natural woman is derogatory for those who identify as women. I think there's another term for it. Or is it non-binary women? Am I saying that correctly? I don't know. I'm saying that correctly. I don't want to sound funny, but it's something along the lines. There's a couple of words I don't know, but basically LGBTQ plus community.
If you a transgender woman who thinks she's a woman, wouldn't that make you a natural woman?
If you're a transgender woman,
right? And transgender women usually say that they've always felt like a woman since they were born. Wouldn't that make you a natural woman?
And when you feel like a natural woman, would you be upset about that?
Right. Listen, they feel that way, but
because to be honest with you, I don't feel like I need to say I'm a natural woman, right? Because I have all the shit that comes with natural woman.
But hold on. Before you even go into that deep dive, the song "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman."
That's fucking.
But again, do she ever go in there and say, "You make me feel like I was born with a vagina"? Like, she don't say none of that. Like, she just says "natural woman." She don't go into specifics as of when it comes to sex.
Yes, she does.
I'm saying
fucking.
No, she's talking about sex, but she's not talking about your sex. So she don't go in there and say the lyrics to the song ain't talking about genetic makeup. the song ain't talking about the the body parts that you were made with. It's basically saying like you just because you make me feel like a woman. Like whatever she describe or prescribe a woman to feel like to her.
Right, but she doesn't even describe that. She said
it's like it's not like a specific description of what a natural woman is. It's just
this is the beginning of this is the first verse of the lyrics. Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. But the key to my peace of mind, because you make me feel like a natural woman.
Now, what in there is inclusive to anybody? Because those same words, even a natural man can use those lyrics, the wording. The wording is don't have any sexuality.
Right? Yeah, it's no gender.
It's not gender specific.
Right. Yeah, it's not. It's just lyrics.
It's just lyrics of feeling. It's nothing about it that's gender exclusive. There's nothing about it that's gender inclusive. So y'all upset about something that doesn't separate or discriminate against anybody. Yo, a nigga can straight up tell those same lyrics, right? A woman never heard that song. A nigga can say to a woman, let me see the lyrics. Let me see the lyrics real quick. And nigga be like, yo, hold on. Yo, a nigga straight up could be like, yo, keep it a buck. I was like looking out at the morning rain, man. Like, I was like feeling uninspired for a while, you know. But when I knew I could face another day, you know, Lord, it's like making me tired. And just having a conversation piece. But the day I met you, though, like life was unkind. Because now you give me a peace of mind. Like, that don't say nothing. Anybody can say that.
No, it's funny. Somebody. The second and the third verse follow suit. Like in the second verse and the third verse, anybody can say those lyrics.
So that's what I'm saying. Nothing about the song is gender inclusive,
right?
Gender exclusive. Right. Other than her saying natural woman, but she doesn't go into gender norms, traditional for genders. She don't talk about that in the song.
Right.
Yeah, and then this is verse 2. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. Didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful or what I'm living for, and if I make you happy, I don't need no more.
So who can't identify with that?
It's I think it's more the chorus, cause you make me feel like a natural woman. I think it's more because of that.
So now your argument it's semantics because she never goes into the lyrics, never says specifically what she feel a natural woman is.
Yeah, so it's basically just controversy because you're assuming what she's saying what a natural woman is.
Right, exactly. You are making up your own definition of what she deemed what a natural woman is because she don't even say in the song what it is.
Yeah, right.
So what the fuck you mad about? And this be whole organizations upset about something that never is. You upset about a statement that was never stated.
Right.
You upset about a point that was never made. Because nowhere in that song, shit, as men then, we should be offended. Hey, why she only say natural woman? I could feel like a natural man. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, Jesus, take the wheel. Come, please. Because today, today, man. People
Ooh, man,
like, driving
Jesus
niggas
is
crazy.
no Jesus.
Jesus, what are you
Church is
waiting
missing a
for?
lot this
Right, because
episode.
people are stealing money from the
Word.
church. People are gambling with the church money.
Word.
People are saying that you can't, that natural woman is not a woman. Just come. People say you can't say your kids are fine.
Man, what more do you want from me? Like,
Word. I got the title of this episode. Jesus take the wheel. Jesus take the wheel.
man, he needs. God damn. Because again, this is a whole organization upset about something that was never said. You upset about two words, natural woman, with no definition.
You know why they offended? I'm not going to say it because then I'm gonna get canceled. But we all know why they offended.
I already alluded to why that, but I didn't get into
They
that.
offended because they assuming what she believes is a natural woman. And based on what they know, what we were taught.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. What people don't understand is when people talk about natural, we're not even talking about the birth thing. When people talk about natural, they mean like not really the makeup, the wigs, is everything is like
everything is off.
Is your stuff.
You accept me for me. No, none of the extra shit. I can bear my burdens. I can drop everything, and you gonna still accept the person I am.
But
you
fortunately,
you accept me in my rawest form.
That's not inclusive to everybody. Apparently, it her words. But even though, like, when people think of a natural woman, they're not thinking. Don't try to say. Obviously, nowadays it might be added to the inquiry when you think natural woman is like, was the woman born a woman? Does she identify as a woman?
Right.
In the conversation, but when people think natural woman, it's more about how they wear their hair, the less makeup, and stuff like that.
1968, that wasn't even a question. That wasn't even a conversation. So there was never during that time. There was not even a separation of, oh, what do you mean by natural woman? Are you talking about someone who was born a woman? Or are you talking about somebody who identifies as a woman? Like, that's a conversation that's fitting today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That song
so I can see why they're offended, but this song was from 1968.
You can't be, because this song ain't dropped this year.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree.
If that song dropped this year, because it's already a conversation, now it's a matter of, well, what do you mean?
Right.
Because the world has changed.
Man.
But in 1968, you say natural woman, you say natural anything, that's the rawest form.
Right.
Like I said, when I think of a natural woman, that's what I think of.
But you're arguing about something that you already understand, which makes me mad.
Right.
Because you know what she means.
Right.
And you just want to argue and fight about something that you understand. You can put yourself in that era and understand what that means.
Man, people just find anything to be offended nowadays, man. Take me back to the 90s and the 2000s, man. Great times, man. If I could go back, just go back and just live the rest of my years and that from
2010.
From when I was born to now, like, just that's it. No, from now to like 2015 and just keep going back till I live like a full 90-year life. I'll be good. So I'll go back to the past. I'll go back to 1991 because that was the year I was born in. I'll go back to 1991 at this age, and I'll live to 2015. And at 2015, I go right back and keep doing the process till it's time for me to meet my maker and transfer on over. I think that's what I'll do. Cause these times nowadays, man. Listen, I'm all for everyone's equality, but people be picking the wrong things to get their feathers ruffled about. There's a lot more crazy important things that we should be, channeling our energy to, but people be wasting it, man, on some dumb things. But that is that. We are going to get into ASOs. Can you finish that line? We've done it a couple of times. It's been fun. I got a couple of lines. Can you finish these lines? No, the typical 3 categories, but I blended 2 categories this time. This time I blended 2 categories. We got a new category this go around, since it's February, Black History Month. I added Black activism quotes / lines. So can you finish these lines? But so I put music and TV I put movies and TV together. I usually do TV by itself, movies, and then music. But for Black History Month, I added, activism. So with that being said, the categories. Bree, which category you want to start with? TV / movies, music, or activists?
Music for 100, please.
From music. All right. The first, can you finish that line? Some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say blank.
Why that shit ain't coming to me?
Darker the flesh, deeper the roots.
Yeah. And some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. Tupac, keep your head up. That's the first one. Number 2. I'm going to give you a hint to start it off. This is like the intro to the track. Hey, blank, you're my blank.
Do that again. You were skipping.
I said, hey, blank, you're my blank.
Hey, blank, you my blank.
Is this an LL Cool J song?
No, but it is a Queens artist. I'll give you that hint. It is a Queens artist. It's an intro. It's like the first line to the song. Before the song starts. You said what?
It's Queen. So Queen Latifah.
No, he said no, Queens. So is it rap?
Yes.
So it's only a few niggas from Queens. Nas, 50.
Oh, he said Queen people?
Yeah, Queens.
Yeah, rappers from Queens.
I don't know nobody.
Hey yo, Ma.
Hey, blank, you're blank.
My bitch?
No.
This sound like Nas Uchiwali.
No, nope.
I don't know that.
Hey yo.
No, it's not
Hey,
Ayo, it's
Ma.
hey. Hey, blank. Hey, blank. You're blank.
Oh, hey blank. Hey blank. Hey Ma.
That's it. You give
You
up.
know you Ma. Nah.
You know you my girl?
Hey Ma. I don't know, Johnny. I give up.
It's like, hey, M, you're my favorite white boy. Patiently waiting. That's how it starts off.
What is it?
She ain't never heard patiently waiting.
Yeah,
He
but
doesn't.
I knew
Just
you
move
was
on
gonna
to
be in
the
I knew Dev was gonna be in attendance, man. So
I'm gonna punch you in your face when I see you.
I mean, I knew 50 or Nas.
Move on to the next one.
All right.
Punch you.
This
Hey,
one,
you know you're my favorite white boy, right?
yeah, I gave the hint. I thought Dev would get it. You know what I'm trying to say? I thought Dev would get it.
I hear it now.
Intro to the track. Basically, that's how the track starts off.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, move on.
I kind of slipped up with this one. So this one was thought of on the fly, and I'll explain it. Now this is pretty much Dev will get this one, but the line goes, he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't blank.
You got it like I got it.
Yeah, I know it.
If Dev would know it,
I don't know it. That's a rap?
Yeah.
I want to know that.
it's he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. It's 50 Cent
I
also.
definitely won't know that shit.
But
I'm here for a real.
yeah, but he also
He
celebrated.
got hit, I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing.
He celebrated his 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying, so that's also why I put it. But technically, it was only supposed to be 150 Cent lyric, but I messed up, so I had to add a last lyric on the fly.
I can't see.
It was one of his bigger records. Most people heard, at least most people heard that record. If you didn't hear Patient Way, you definitely heard Many Men.
Only 50 Cent songs Sabrina know is
Candy Shop.
Candy Shop. What's the other?
Ciara. I can't leave my
Oh,
love.
that song was horrible.
In the club, because I was literally that was gonna be one of the lyrics. Instead of Patient Way, I was gonna do Go Shorty, It's Your Blank.
I don't really know the lyrics to In the Club. I just know.
But in the club, and you don't know the lyrics to Hate or Love It, but
I actually know the lyrics more to Hate or Love It than I do.
Yeah, but you would know this. The part I was gonna be like, Go Shorty, It's Your Blank. You would have knew that if I said that.
Oh yeah, even if you just the way you say
it. Yeah, as I'm saying, you're gonna know that.
Everybody knows. Everybody know that. Everybody know Go Shorty.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna do that originally, but I felt like it was a little too easy. All right, now you got TV/movies and you got activists.
Let's just go with activists for 200, Johnny.
All right, the first one, simple, easy. I have a blank.
I have a dream.
So I got that. Number 2, a man who stands for nothing will blank.
That's not even an activist thing.
Yes, it is.
We'll vote for nothing.
No.
Vote for anything.
Let me vote for anything.
Malcolm X said
everything or whatever.
You heard Bree? Malcolm X said
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
I know it's a saying that we hear a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Malcolm X said it. I felt like that was just a saying that had been passed around, but apparently Malcolm X said it. That's one of his.
I didn't know that.
One of his quotes. And number 3, character is blank.
I don't think you understand the point of the fucking game.
Character is vital to the emancipation of the black man's plight.
I don't think that's it.
That's not it, John.
You added so much to it, but it's really easy. Character is blank.
Key.
Think of another word that's kind of similar to that. In a way.
Important?
Something close to that, similar.
Character is vital.
What do important people have? Character is. What do important people have? What do important people have?
People. Influence. Knowledge. Power.
Money.
There you go. Character is power. Booker T. Washington.
Okay. All right, that was cool.
All right.
To my kids.
It's not supposed to be that general though. It shouldn't be character.
Well, at least he didn't say blank is. Blank is. I blank. Blank.
All right. When we do this again, I'll make sure it's a little much better.
Oh, blank rock.
Give me TV and movies for 400, please.
TVs and movies. First one. Go home blank.
Roger.
There you go. Okay.
Go home, bro.
This might irk your soul, but I'm blank.
I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
No. Comedy. That's a hint. Comedy. I'm blank. Comedy. Think of just popular things when people say popular stuff. I'm blank.
Oh no.
Comedian.
Comedy?
Comedy, comedian, popularities. Something that was very
I ain't
popular.
scared of you motherfuckers.
Something popular when we was younger. Teens. About no.
I'm back.
I am Comedy
I'm
Central.
back.
Comedy Central.
I'm rich, bitch.
Close. 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 You know what's
You
crazy?
said
That's the same
Comedy
letters. That's another hint. That's the same letters.
Bro, you said Comedy Central and I'm rich, bitch. That's the one.
No, it's not. There's another one.
Bro, I'm saying that you got the wrong one. I just told you what the right one should be.
No, because there's another one that people said thing.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Yeah, there you go. I'm Rick James,
Okay.
bitch.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm Rich Bitch is
All right.
another one, but that one was another one that's very popular.
Yeah, because you say Comedy Central, we already know who the king of Comedy Central is.
Yeah, that was the hit. But that's what I said when you said I'm rich, bitch. I was like, oh, you're close. And it's funny because I'm rich. I'm Rick James. It was similar lettering.
Yes. And I'm Rick James is the actual statement stated by Rick James himself, Black History Month.
And the last one, okay, you finish it. This line, I think Dev will get this one. I don't know about Bree, but you need to respect me because I was blank.
This comedy?
No, this is a movie.
You need to respect me because
Confrontational. The scene was confrontational.
I don't know, John.
We spoke about this genre 2 weeks ago. It's a black movie, but it's a genre we spoke about the episode before last.
Y'all talked about this.
It could be either The Wood. It could be either Best Man.
What was it again?
You need to respect me because I was blank. Confrontational scene. Legendary performance. Legendary performance. This movie had a lot of quotables. Dev has a favorite quotable from this movie. He said it in 2 weeks. In the episode 2 weeks ago.
I don't know.
Respect me. I don't know, John.
You need to respect me because I was almost your father, but the line was too long.
Oh, so that's Juice.
Oh.
When he's about to fight Rodman.
Yeah.
About to fight Rodman.
It too.
No, I couldn't do the other line because Dev was new.
If you would have said, you need to respect me, I was almost your father, then I would have been able to finish it up.
I feel like if I added that part, it would have been a little too easy.
Yeah,
that was a line that just stood out, you know.
Yeah, I definitely would get that.
So I tried to make it a little difficult. And you know I couldn't use the other line. For one, I'm gonna beat your ass because Dev would have got that off rip.
Yup. One, if I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass. For two, if I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass. I would definitely got that. So, John, are you done? Because I actually put something together myself.
Oh, Dev got one. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, this is interesting. Dev got one.
Crazy thing is, John, that was one of mine.
What?
For one, if I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass. For two, if I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass because that's one of my favorite lines in the movie. So,
how many you got?
I ain't gonna say all of them. I got a bunch of them because I was thinking about making this an actual game for C2.
Okay.
So I got a bunch of them. That's already had in the clip.
Let's just do two right now.
All right. So I'm gonna do an easy one. All right. Finish this line. His mama named him Clay.
I'm gonna call him Clay. That's Coming to America. That's Coming to America.
Yeah,
Mom call him Clay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Clay.
Right. All right. Another one. Give me a pack of Bubblicious. Fill in the blank.
Yeah, a pack of Bubblicious. Ooh. Ooh, I was good with the first one. Pack a Delicious. I feel like that line sounds so familiar. Was that from the Wood?
No.
I don't know Bubblicious in the Wood.
Now remember they robbed the convenience store and homie asked for something and
So this scene, again happens in a convenience store.
Pack a Delicious. I'm trying to think of all. It's definitely a black movie, so I gotta think about all the movies that had
It's definitely a black movie.
I definitely gotta think
Two
about the scene in the convenience store. Pack a Delicious.
Give me a pack of Bubblicious.
So I don't think I'm gonna finish the line. I'm just gonna be. I'm guessing like the movies that this might be. I'm not even thinking the line. This is definitely a '90s or 2000s movie. Pack of Bubblicious. See, I haven't even heard that word terminology in so long. A pack of Bubblicious. No, you got it, Dev. I don't got it.
So, give me a pack of Bubblicious and some Skittles. Do we know what movie that come from?
No.
Bad Boy 1. Remember when they was in the convenience store?
Oh,
And,
yeah. With him and Martin.
I keep
Martin said it.
out-
Martin said it.
And Martin said, and some Skittles.
Yeah, he definitely said it. He said, yeah, and some Skittles. Yeah. That's
I
a
got
good
one more.
Oh, all right, one more. Fuck it.
All
Breeze
right.
like, woo.
I'm about to read the chat, yeah.
We Baby Kids.
We don't
Ooh, I
die,
can't finish that line, but I definitely know where the movie is from.
We don't die, we multiply.
We don't die, we multiply.
Yeah, man. Baby had one of my favorite jokes as a kid. The Baby kids, when he was going out with Shorty, he said, he was like, your mama's so dumb. They told her it's chilly outside. She went and got a bowl. That shit makes me laugh all the time.
Nah, that's a great movie and shit. That's one of my favorites. But those are a few of mine, John. I wanted to, since you did it, I had a few in the clip.
No, we should definitely develop and do it like an actual game, man, for C2 and do like an actual episode.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And that'll definitely be dope. But with that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another Shit Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and my guy Dev in the back.
I'm not here.